see what are we looking at. Some of this content is funny to me. Who was this? Nico. He got this to me. My internet is terribly slow.
I figured it out. I don't hate women at all. You said that you're not like other women. I don't like that. I don't like women who think that they're different, who want to be men, who want to be rappers, who don't want to be. I have no problem with women. I have a problem with women that can't define misogyny, but call me misogynistic, that prefer rapping over having children. I figured it out.
So I ain't got too much to say about this one. It's not really too much context on this video. Of course, it's one of those like meme pages, so they put something that will get someone, one of these lonely men, hateful men, to just click on it. You know, that's what red pill content is mostly about, for real. It's just targeting lonely men, giving them just hateful, non-useful rhetoric when really they just need to do something to, you know, unpack that trauma that they got. Man, let's just say, oh, you're using a feminine word. Shut up. All the majority of the feelings that red pill content men have towards hating women. Like, what do you guys think about it? Hate is a very, very strong word. Like, how can you hate something that you desire so much? Right? Like, if you actually do any type of study, means like you know that the old saying is thin line between love and hate. If you hate something that much, it has to have some kind of hold over you. I'm not saying that was the point of this video, but there's a lot of men out here, especially older ones, who genuinely hate women. And that's why this kind of content starts to uh, give them a place to be. And honestly, bro, it's not. Listen, this kind of content, it ain't good for nobody. I am starting something called Purple Pill Podcast. You know, a mix of red and blue. If you don't know how to, you know, if you don't know your colors. So either way, let's see what else we look at.
So what happens when young kids are
My internet is goodness gracious. Probably going back to the house.
Y'all both done been ran through. Y'all both done had kids. Y'all both is old as shit. Like, let's talk about it.
A man can't be ran through.
A man is always ran through.
A man
got community dick.
No, a man runs through.
No,
he can't
be ran through. A man runs through what a woman allows him to.
It's not even logically possible. That's a nonsensical argument.
Okay.
So,
this dude, right? So he said it's not logically possible. There's nothing. Everything he's about to say is nothing logical about it. Can a man be ran through? Yes. Can a woman be run through? Yes. They both can be run down. It's just one is given a prize for being able to obtain women. Right? The more women that is interested in a man, he gets a prize for it. Now, do we argue that the woman or women are the ones who uphold the standard of they want the man that everybody wants? But that does not take away the fact that this man is ran through, right? Because even think about the psychological effects of a man who is always having sex, and majority of us don't have a bunch of money, right? And well, why are you saying that? Because yeah, you know, you got the rich man or whatever, the chosen man, however you want to say it. But men are not supposed to be having sex with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women, especially in today's days, because everything around us is sexualized. Everything that, like, we are able to get sex and damn near do nothing for it. That's not nowhere near healthy by any means. You know, people like to bring up arguments of what about the emperor, the conquerors back in the day, and all this crazy. They were doing something. These motherfuckers was at the verge of death, fighting wars and all that other shit. And let's just say, yeah, they got rewarded with all these women, etc. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're sitting on the couch, damn, masturbating in every woman's DM, humping, whatever, walking front. No, 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 no. So this is something where this kind of rhetoric is not healthy for men who are actually trying to be productive. And if you're trying to be an asshole, if you have this just disdain for women, then yeah, this works for you. You know, a woman that hurt you, etc. And now you're trying to bring her down to your level of hurt, not your level of where you are in life, just your level of hurt. And the crazy thing is, what I don't, what I just, I'm not gonna say that I don't understand it because at one point I did, but why bring the woman down that you're gonna want to have sex with? You're gonna want to be with this woman, but you want her to be low enough so that you can control the outcome. You can control how she engages with you, right? Like this guy, I think it's No Fugazi podcast, right? I've seen a bunch of his clips, etc. And there's been plenty of it. He's gonna be unapologetically himself. I'm like, you can't tell this dude nothing. You can't tell him nothing, right? But why? So I want young men or older men to be still for like this. To get to the point of your trauma. That's all it is. We lean towards this because we were rejected by some a woman that we wanted. We are/were in a marriage where you felt like you did everything right, and she left you for someone who you believe is less than you, could not do as much as you, etc. Don't lean towards because this is not healthy. At the end of the day, you're not going to get where you want to go. You're not. You're just gonna be some sour, soggy, nut ass nigga. And yeah, we just gone. Either way, this dude Andrew take their outside. Let's see.
You're single.
Yeah, I am.
What's it like dating women in New York?
It's great, man. The women in New York are there's a large variety. There's people from all over the world, super ambitious. If you're looking for like a high quality woman, this is the place to find them.
So would you say it's easier to date women in a big city like New York, or do people have a better shot in the smaller cities?
No, I think this is the place to do it because you got a lot of ambitious women that are super successful, that are career oriented, smart, beautiful, and I mean, you got a variety of women from all over the world.
But when you meet a woman who is career oriented and super successful, does that make it easier for you to date her?
Yeah, I think so.
How come?
She's obviously prioritizes her own success, so she obviously thinks intelligently about her future, so I think she would include you in that thought process.
But do you think that those women are okay dating men below them in their tax bracket, or do they want the guy who is at least making the same amount of money or more?
Do you really talk like that all the time, or is that like a voice for the interview? There's no fucking way.
It's however you make it.
No, dude. There's no way when you're talking to your homie behind the camera that's your voice. Wait, are you gonna break character? Wait, what was the question again?
Do you think
No, say it in your real voice, not in the...
That is my real
YouTube voice. No, there's no way that's your real voice. That's like a Bane character for Batman or some shit. Come on, bro. Say it in your real voice and I'll answer the question.
Do you think...
What's crazy is that I feel like both of them had a YouTube voice because even this guy right here, he went from being real, like professional, to saying, "Hey, dude, no." Basically, he kind of had a little swag while he was talking. He kept character though. But I guess the point of this video is there was a question where he asked, "Could you date a woman who's career oriented, and do you find it easier?" So one of the things in this space is they are against women who lead with their accomplishments. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm on the fence about this topic, but to answer this question, do I think you can date a woman who's career oriented, wants to accomplish goals? Yes. The problem comes in when you want to change her from that. If you know the type of woman that you have, when you get with her, why change? That's where the manipulation comes in. And oh, well, you got to have traditional values. Everybody's not meant to have children. Everybody doesn't want to have children, right? Think about it. If you really want to have kids with somebody, go find the woman that wants to have kids. And there are women out here who are having enough kids to repopulate the earth on their own. And you are pressed out about this one woman not wanting to have kids, and you want to damn near conquer this woman so that she can do what you want her to do. Now, I think that's what dude was trying to. I think that's what this guy was trying to lead him into talking about or saying, but that he just got stuck on his voice. But again, and really, I want to address men who are dating, especially young men. There is enough women out there for you to find exactly what you're looking for and not have to try and manipulate your way to getting something that you want from a specific woman, because you manipulate a woman and then you're upset with the results that she gives you. This woman is telling you time and time and time again, I don't want kids. I want this. I want this. And you convince her to have kids, do it your way, baby, I'm gonna lead you, etc. And then when you don't get to hit the marks, of course she's gonna resent you, bro. Of course she's gonna resent you. Because I didn't want to do this anyway, but you, the man, you express who you are, express what you can do. You led her down this road. So of course they're gonna be upset. Of course, you're not gonna get as much sex as you want. She's not gonna want to follow you, etc. Because look, took off the path. And then for the women who just ain't going, y'all do not. And there's some women who they don't say, and I'm specifically talking about the women who they don't have to bash, you know, traditional values, etc. They don't bash it. They just say it's not for me. And that should be okay. Just like in this space, it should be okay for men to be a little softer, right? It's not saying to be soft to uh just be crying every day and have all these excuses. I'm not saying that. But we have to get to a point where we are at healthy mediums in life, because I'm aware that there are extremes with everything. There's always two different ends of the pole: hot, cold, hate, love. But everything in life is a spectrum. Everything. And when you actually are doing the work of self improvement, self development, manifestation, whatever, you understand that you have to go across the pole to get to where you go, right? Because there are laws. There are laws in this universe. Um, and let's just say you jump to this extreme, like I'm gonna work out. You go on this extreme path, and then you fall just as fast. Gravity, what goes up must come down. If you go up 10 feet in the air, you are bound to at least come down that same 10 feet. So my thing is, it's about finding the balance. Like I said, I get what dude was trying to say here, but yeah, he wasn't going. All right, let's figure something else. I don't even know this.
So I put together the list of things that I used to overcome the obstacles that I was faced with when I was younger. And some of that stuff actually aligns with some of the stuff that they say in the red pill, but without the toxicity. I the first thing I put in my list was build a relationship with God.
Hey, the video starting out strong, right? Now, of course, what we don't need to do is weaponize God. Building a relationship with God is not getting him to attack other people. It's about attacking the parts of yourself that is not serving you, right? But the toxic part comes in to where we use red pill content, self-improvement content to be assholes. We use that to tear down people. Do not do any self-reflection and use God's word as law, but we're not using it for ourselves, right? Build a relationship with God because we are all I don't want to say we're all portions of God. If we're made in God's image, no matter what you believe in, it all still says the same. We are a version of God, right? If God is an ocean, it's like scooping the ocean up in a bottle, right? We are the bottle. Our bodies is the bottle, and God is inside of us. Building a relationship with God, knowing who God is knowing yourself. But this video is starting out strong, but the toxic part that he mentioned is when we try to use it to weaponize others, especially to weaponize the women that we love. I'm going to keep saying it, and that is one of the main points of just my channel in general. Don't lose yourself in the sauce listening to hateful ass men and sorry ass women when your ultimate goal is you want to love on these people and they are monetizing your pain and keeping you away from the people that you need because when shit get thick, these people, not him, because he seemed like he seemed like he really about to say something. But the no food days and all of them, they're not gonna be there, right? So
I see a lot of the people from that community, they don't talk about God or they just straight up say that they don't believe in God. Their message surely doesn't align with God, because if you're telling men to sleep with women and mistreat women and stuff like that, that's not cool with God. That ain't what
the that he really just went out well. What I just said, let's go about that. One of the main parts I never understood is that a lot of the trauma that the men experience that are in this community is you don't, there was a woman that you wanted that you could not have. There was a woman that you wanted that you could not have. And that pain caused some kind of disturbance where now you're trying to self improve, etc. The woman's going to want you. You have multiple women. I mean, that don't mean you got to sleep with them, right? And then that makes you think about the women that you, I don't care how you slice and dice, unless you gay, you love these women. And it's making you look at the women that you love as cattle, as animals, to where you just have you just become callous towards them. And anybody who truly believes in God, truly believes in a higher power, when you look at anyone else, that is a reflection of yourself, right? That is just another part of yourself. And how you treat that other part of you, that's where karma and cause and effect, those things, that's where those things come into play, right? Even if you look at that that whole, for example, right? You look at her and you should see her as that is an extension of yourself. But let's just say, oh, she's a whore, she can't control herself. Is there not an aspect of you that you can't control? And how will you address it? You're not gonna address that part of yourself with aggression. Oh, you stupid bitch. You just that and the third. How is that gonna help you? It doesn't. That's why you're here now. That negative talking to yourself, that has never helped you. It's never helped you. Right? And then you use affirmation, all that other stuff. But anyway, we're gonna let brother land.
what God called men to do. Women are supposed to be here to help us, to carry out God's will and fulfill the purpose that he put us here to fulfill.
Ooh, I'm sorry, brother. I don't mean to get interrupted, but the help me conversation, helpmate, whatever. I heard something. I heard one. I think the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said this. The root word of maintenance is to maintain. If you maintain anything, that means you have to keep up with it. The man's role in general is the maintenance of everything in his life. That includes your house, your woman, your kids. If she is my helpmate, what the hell, however you say it, she's helping you to accomplish something. If your purpose is to simply work a 9 to 5 the rest of your life, but that is your house, she's going to help you clean your house. She ain't always got to do it all, right? Especially if shorty got a job. Listen, I've never, because I'll tell you this. If any of you men right now went to your 9 to 5, came home and did all the things that your spouse, your wife is doing, and then she gave you some sorry ass sex and didn't give you no sex at all, you would divorce her or leave her within 3 months. Yet she's putting up with that from you for years. All because of tradition and the weaponization of God. She is your helper. Now, that's not to say that you have to come home and do everything, but why can't you do something? Especially if you have not figured out where you are really going in life. And I'm not saying everybody needs to be an entrepreneur. I'm not saying none of that. But if your only aspiration right now is to go to Amazon, work your morning shift or your that graveyard shift, and go to the club on the weekends, brother, you can come here and wash the dishes. I'm sorry. If you feel like if you're just trying to go to McDonald's, whatever, just do your 8, hit the gate, get them dishes. And just want to just take out the trash. Go wipe that ass. You can change your baby's diaper. What are we doing? Right? And this is not me saying, oh, you saying the woman ain't supposed to do. I'm not saying that. But if you were actually in her shoes with somebody that you actually care about, she wouldn't have to do it alone. Because if I'm taking charge of this house, this is mine. Listen, some days I work 12 hours. Some days I work 16 hours. Right? But my wife's at home with kids. I don't know about any of y'all, but I said this and I keep moving. But if you ever been at home with them kids and they won't let you clean, every time you clean up, they put some on that floor. You're trying to, watch how you talk to them. What stuff? I better, man. Anyway, that's a whole nother. Anyway.
So I put together a list of things.
That's over with.
So what a red pill guy is, I'm sure somebody else can Google it and give a better response. But if you're familiar with the Matrix, when Neo or people who are stuck.
Hey Jim, so what is the red pill community?
They're groups of men.
This isn't a course, it's a trading boot.
Red pill is crazy.
I think the guys fall for the red meat thing. There's no planet where I'm going to sit on a live podcast for 3 hours and talk about women. But I do think that Byron and Walt are doing something very, very important in the world because they're opening men's eyes up.
Tripping. Isn't he one of the guys who? How long ago is this? What's the guy's name? Right. I was about to say he's one of the main guys I've seen. He's one of the main guys I've seen who be on the podcast popping noise, right? Let me see. Open the man's eyes up to what? Oh, shit.
To reality. They might take it way over here career. But when
That shit loud. I don't know how I sound on that end, but if he ain't none of them ain't open nobody eyes to shit. This right here is lonely man pimping. That's all it is. Like they are, and here's the thing, right? I want to give context. I'm not some cool guy, none of that. Right? I am. To me, I feel like I was the quintessential idea of the type of male that would have fell into this trap if I didn't grow up watching my mom struggle, right? And just the type of temperament that I had. Because a lot of these guys watch the women of their lives struggle, but because that one or two women didn't do what they needed to do, or they got they shortly took by somebody rougher and tougher than them. Now they getting up here saying all type of crazy stuff. Listen, I am 5'5", average looking, I ain't got no whole bunch of bread. And I wasn't I wasn't always getting, picked. But one of the things that is never discussed is we never get to the bottom of in this red pill content or whatever. Right? I'm not a red pill podcast or anything. I think they're funny. Uh, and of course I want to create content about how to unlose yourself from all of this mess because we're drowning in things that does not serve us. But we don't talk about the things or the reason why we got to certain places. There are certain environments, yes. We were born in certain environments and it was nothing we could do about it. Right? I could not help that I was born by a fucking environment. I cannot help it. Boo the fuck who. Right? What you don't have to do is hate the world because you're short. What you don't have to do is hate the world because you're ugly. Work with it. Right? Find and that's a piece of advice right now. Find the thing that makes you you and everybody likes it. Me, I've always been complimenting on my smile, how I talk, and just being funny. Not overly just cracking jokes funny, just cheerful, jovial. Right. And that has gotten me far. Actually my wife, she she slid in my DMs. I met her on BLK. She actually DM'd me and she basically DM'd me like, damn, I like your smile. Boom. That's it. You feel me? Got her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway. So and that's the thing that just people in general need to do is find your purpose. And you do that by exploring your childhood influences. Where did these desires come from? Where did this pain come from? Why did I move towards this type of bullshit ass content? Why? Anyway. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stretch this out in an hour, boy. Golly. Uh,
These young men are told you need to look a certain way, make a certain amount of money in order to find a relationship. You're taught that they have a submissive place in society, phrases like women belong in the kitchen.
I'm worried for young men because if this is what they're seeing and they're not getting dates and this kind of content is going to continue to keep them single, this stuff is very pervasive. And if this young man can recognize it, I don't know why some of the 30, 40, 50-year-old men that are in my comments can't notice it.
because they don't fucking want to. Do you listen? Especially if you're 30, 40, or 50, they don't fucking want to. They've lived their entire life with the delusion and they are refusing to improve. These are the motherfuckers that need to improve. Well, back in my day, y'all was motherfuckers ass back in the day. Shit, old ass. Y'all would punch a woman in the face and y'all would hold each other up. What did she do? What? No, brother. No. And has it ever got you the results that you want? No, it has not. You'll get a more quiet woman. That don't mean she'll be more engaged with you. Right? Like, and I even 'cause I communicate with my wife a lot. And you know when your person, well, I don't know what that was. You know when your person is engaging with you because they want to, and you know when they're engaging with you when they want to just have, they just want this shit to be peaceful. Like, dude in the video is like, oh, I just forgot what he said that fast. But basically along the lines of these crazy rhetoric on belongs in the kitchen. And if your man wants to have sex, he should have, listen, that is the one. That one I can say right there. That is the one that I've had to work on. I'm 31. I was 32 this year. I've had to work on over the past 3 years. Ooh, I hope it's gonna call about my car. I've had to work on that for the 3 years because even growing up, like I said, I love my mom. I love women. I don't have like this hate towards women. When it comes to sex, I genuinely believe that if you do what you are supposed to do, if you take away the stress, if you bust your ass and fight to pay the bills, that you deserve the cooch. You deserve it. It shouldn't be too many no's. And getting married, brother, you find out real motherfucking quick, it's gonna be a whole bunch of no's. And listen, all that begging, your ass sitting over there in heat. Listen, one of the worst feelings in the world is when you know, she ain't say it, but you know for a fact that you are having sex with your woman and she does not want to have sex, but she don't want you to get upset or whatever. Boy, ain't no way. You can see it in their face, right? Now, some of us are gonna ignore it. And me, I hate that shit, especially because uh, a lot of our women have been through some kind of sexual trauma. Some kind, I mean, multiple times. It's majority of it's not even reported. But then now you want her to work through that, but you, man, no. And the issue is these men who are 30, 40, 50 are used to getting their way. And I want to say the 40 and 50. I feel like between 20 and 30, I feel like we start to get the gist a little bit. Right? Late 40s, 50 plus, then they stuck in their ways. And I think that's an issue. I think these men are stuck in their ways. But yeah, it's getting more people need to be willing to talk against this whole red pill community. We are the what why I care about this video. All right. Oh,
Porn and scrolling are the most expensive habits a high IQ man can have. He said,
high IQ.
So this person comes up to me, what is your platform about? And I was trying to think of how I could give an overview of what I'm trying to say and like what I believe. And he's like, are you pushing for change? Are you trying to? And I'm like, I'd love to see change, but I don't want to sell hope. I think that's kind of dishonest. And I don't think it's going to happen. And this person was like, well, things change all the time. And why don't you think it's going to happen? And the best way I could describe it to somebody that doesn't follow the content, women make 80% of consumer buying decisions. Women spend.
Okay, so what's up? Yes, sir. No, I'm fine. Hello.
Why do you got those headphones?
So I need to use your headphones. I'm gonna buy me some. Because I okay, yeah. Okay.
Just finish.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So I had to use your headphones because I haven't had a chance to go to the store and get some because I need headphones so I can hear my microphone. Well, I'm gonna get me some headphones so I gotta use your phone.
Okay.
She's gonna show you the words. All the words that we went over today.
Okay. I'm trying to do like an hour live, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it that far because.
No rush.
All right. Whoops. They popped in here. I forgot what was I saying. I really don't know what she was trying to say. Oh, my bad. I don't know what she was trying to say.
I don't understand as well why women get so offended because I actually think that like your content and a lot of the red pill content is good for women. Like I think it's amazing.
I
amazing for women. I think that millennial women got the worst of feminism.
Yes.
The women now in like their late teens with your kind of content, even though they might be offended by it, will just have it at the back of their minds playing as the years go by, you know? I don't understand as well why women get so offended, because I actually think that like your content and a lot of the red pill content is good for women. Like I think it's amazing for women. I think that millennial women.
Yeah, I went ahead and just muted that. Yeah, y'all won't be able to hear it over there. Because I don't know what's going on, but this one, no. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh that. Okay. Yeah, so I have special internet. It just this ain't it. First time streaming, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's my first time streaming, but I'm trying to find something I'm decent at. Because I just be wanting to talk for real. You know, you get to the point where you busting ass and you just trying with life. I really want this video to play though, because this looks like some bullshit. Boy, I bet this shit look terrible on y'all here. Goodness, 'cause this is crazy. Dang, I'm probably about to just go and close it back out. Mhm. All right. I ain't gonna switch over to the what's next, because I ain't got it set up right. I don't know what's going on with my screen, y'all. I'm sorry. So at some point, I do want to get to like them little, the little debates and stuff like that, because there are some people on both ends of the spectrum, but I just can't stand their fucking arguments. Like the people, I don't know if y'all see them on TikTok, where they're like, being a wife is slavery. Men do not deserve to lead, and get down with the patriarchy. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Like every fucking man just ultimately benefits from the patriarchy. There are women who benefit more from the patriarchy than some men. Black men. Come on now. Like, stop it. Please stop it. But either way, yeah, this probably ain't gonna hit for real. Look at that. Boom. If you like everything, you should it, it'd be weird shit. Like, if you like the red pill so much, you should accept, and by their standards, you've already expired. What the fuck does that mean? Right? I know this video is kind of all over the place, but this, the red pill space is just so, it's very interesting, toxic space. What the fuck does this mean? Like, we get upset and say that all women expire, etc. But if they call you a broke ass motherfucker, right? I'm gonna get with it. But what are we talking about? And it's always these profiles that don't have a picture, weird name. Come on, man. Who's Layla? I don't know who this person is, by the way. But a lot of women get offended because it's the truth. As a young woman, I do think that this information will be helpful for me. All right, let me see. Turn this down so because I know it was blaring. Let me see if it play.
With your kind of content, even though they might be offended by it, will just have it at the back of their minds playing as the years go by, you know? I don't understand as well why.
Okay, so it doesn't really give context. So I think that anything in moderation can be healthy, like a healthy perspective. Like here's who I think red pill content would be good for. Men who have so little self-esteem, but is aware of their feminine side. Because the red pill content is so extreme. Like if someone's in the negative in terms of self-esteem, etc., bringing them back to zero could be helpful. But they have enough sense to know where in the content it's just cynical. It's just evil and weird. Now those people who can't, you got to give warnings for. You feel me? Like this is props and this is not real content. These things are imaginative. Those are the people that do not need red pill content. You need to break this shit down to them like they are third graders, kindergartners. They don't need red pill content. I don't know what content she's talking about. I will get a little bit more organized with this in the future. Again, I'm just trying to pop out right now.
All women say they want a good man until they actually meet one and realize they're not equipped to handle him. A good man is not convenient. He doesn't bend to accommodate chaos. He doesn't rearrange his values because you're emotional.
A real good man has discipline, boundaries, and priorities that don't shift based on your mood.
I mean, it's all of this sounds good, right? And this describes the top tier men, right? Hold on. I'm gonna run it back, and I'm gonna pause at each area.
Mood. And this is where women get confused. When you've never met emotional maturity, you misread everything. You call him cold because he won't tolerate drama. You call him selfish because he protects his peace.
Cold because he won't tolerate drama. I'm gonna take that apart because I don't know how long it's gonna take to start over. There's a way to communicate. Giving someone, like if your woman gave you the silent treatment, you will be up in arms. You will be pissed. But what a lot of men will do today is they will hear something like this, and then they will confuse not talking with I'm not tolerating your drama. I'm gonna redirect you. If I'm maintaining this home, I'm going to make it to the best of my ability to where your drama will not be allowed in the home because there's not going to be a place for it. We're going to have times to where we talk. We're going to have times to where I'm going to sit down and ask you, what is on your mind? I see that something is wrong with you. Where did something go wrong today? Is there something you want to talk about? But the toxic part of this community comes in where I'm a man of value. I don't have to put up with this shit. Do you know, man? Come on, man. Come on. Right? So I think we need to be able to decide. Like we hear things like this, we hear videos like this, and there's not examples of what she's talking about. So now men or people, women and men, everybody can take what she's saying to people like that and misconstrue the examples. That's the part that is missing, the actual examples. And those who are pro red pill will pull out the worst fucking examples. And they don't, there's no need to argue with a red pill person because they do not argue in good faith. They do not. They don't. They don't. And protect his peace. I already went over that.
You label him detached because he refuses to beg for your approval. But that's not coldness. That is self-respect. A man who knows his worth doesn't move from insecurity. He moves from conviction.
But the point of red pill content is to attack the emotions of the insecure man. All of these motherfuckers moving off insecurity. Because if these men were secure, I'm telling you, they would not be watching red pill content. Red pill content is made to attack the insecure man and have him just disrespect every fucking body around him. Because there is a way to be a man and you don't have to be disrespectful. They say things like, oh shit, Let me plug this up. Oh, hold on. So they'll say things like, I don't know why I don't plug this up. What do I do with the charger? I forgot what I was saying about me, bro. Again, a lot of these talking points could be good, but without examples, it leads for uninformed and unequipped people to make their own judgment about what the person is trying to say.
Excuse me.
I have a man.
No, that's. Can I get $2, please, so I can get my son something? I'm struggling right now.
Does it look like the man that gave me the money?
Man, my name is Trash. This is crazy.
To get my gas, got enough money for me to give a random nigga on the street?
So you ain't finna hook me up?
Okay, well, none look like we're gonna get to watch it anyway. My phone is up to get some better internet. I hate
$2.
Alright, this ain't decided to put it up to watch another. Oh, that boy almost at an hour. Come on now. And it say I'm straight right
We will
here.
get you a million views or you don't pay. And if you give me 15 seconds, I'll explain it.
Hold on. Go to the classroom. I think I gotta do it already. Guys don't get traditional, man. Okay. Got something to do with
None of
porn.
us in here can be considered traditional women. And back then, an average guy could get a traditional woman. And now what does he get? He gets a boss bitch, a boss babe, a girl that's been ran through. He gets an ex-hoe. He gets a born-again virgin. Like,
what do
this
I
is,
get?
as women,
Yeah.
this is what do we get? We still get protection and provisioning.
Are you sure?
And
And
the
that's
average
that they be
salary,
looking for.
the average,
Not.
I mean, okay,
let's
but
do a
here's the
settlement.
thing. The average salary could cover an apartment. But the thing is, like, women, we want this lifestyle that's not even realistic nowadays. Like, we want men that make more than we do, and we want them to pay all of the bills. But
Okay, so this is one of the videos where the sense is censored, right? So, and this is geared more towards the males who would have made it this far. We could afford to be the men that we desire, but we have the economy damn near tries to price us out of being who we want to be, but then we also have this version of us who wants to be a certain person to get a certain type of woman. And what Miss Pearl is trying to say is that back in the day, an average man could get a decent woman and not have to have so much. But because of the price of everything, including dreams and aspirations, because them shits have went up. Yeah, it's more difficult, but more so speaking because I don't really like the whole I don't really give I'm not about to go back and forth with y'all about what women is and ain't gonna do. I want to talk about it from the male perspective and how the male can look at it from an unbiased standpoint and be better. Because a lot of times we get lost in the sauce trying to be who society's told us that we have to be. We got to get this money. We got to have $100,000. No, you don't, bro. Be who you are comfortable being, right? If you just want an apartment, find someone who is good with you having your apartment. If you just want to work at Amazon the rest of your life, because I done said that example earlier. If you just want to work at Amazon the rest of your life, work at Amazon the rest of your life, but handle your business. Now, that has to come with you knowing you ain't about to be riding too crazy, right? You ain't about to be taking 4 or 5 trips a year. And and this is not a knock to the women who desire that, right? And I'm not telling you to knock the women who desire that. My concern with us as men is, why are you trying to bring down the woman who wants that? Who gives a fuck? You can't marry all of them, right? Why are you pressed out as a man because she wants to be in the group with somebody else? She wants to be a part of a group of women who's having sex with one man. The issue is you want to be able to be that one man before a lesser price. Yeah. And that's what it is, right? So now she's a hoe. She's a bitch. Your granny, it was good for your granny. Why ain't it good for you? Who cares? Because if you actually open your eyes, there are 2 or 3 women right now who you could pick from. But the issue is they don't want to be in line with other women. They're okay with just you and your dusty feet and going to Amazon, but you want to be an Amazon worker with Amazon pay and an Amazon lifestyle with a millionaire wife, right? You want to have the cooking, the cleaning. Baby, I don't work 12 hours all day. Now my feet hurt. Can you rub my feet? She working the same 8 to 12, 8 hours, 12 hours, and she's taking more. She's doing more than you are. So that's the thing. I want us to get to a realistic point in life to where the image that you have of yourself is who you want it to be, not what society is telling you to be. You're tired of not being enough. You're tired of just doing and doing and doing and going, and the world told you that a man is supposed to be this. Now by the time I got there, I was not able to reap the rewards that life said that I was going to be able to have. I did this self-improvement journey just to get the same result. Where the fuck are my results? It's because you don't even want to be this person. You hate the person that you have become, and you turn to this content. This content, damn near, is just as bad as porn. All of it is a fantasy, and they're telling you the things that soothe your ear. And majority is not realistic. So either way, that's just a rant, but I'm definitely got some videos for that. You know what I'm saying? I got some videos for that. I ain't got videos for that.
I take this money. I got bills. I pay my car note.
All right.
We know data engineers.
Okay.
The weapons we got is some terrorist shit. And TV producers we got. We airing the shit. She asking for bread for her parents and shit.
Yeah, boy, Kevin Gates.
You know who told me, who kind of started the conversation? I was talking to Plies one day.
Really?
Yeah, and it may not seem like it, but that's a real intelligent dude. So he was like, man, Gates, that's something I be noticing, bro. He said, Gates, man, you be acting like an ugly nigga, man. I said, what you mean? You be moving around like an ugly nigga, man, and you not no ugly nigga, you handsome, but I'm just saying you be like an ugly nigga. And I be like, what you mean? Man, you got to have some security with you. Can't nobody be just touching you. And then
Yeah, I don't know what the part of this video was, but again, I'm just on YouTube Shorts. I just typed in red pill content, so it's not as organized as it should be, but
Little bro about to cut off his leg before.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I can't trust not a single bitch, and don't come here talking about, oh, it's another nigga, wham. I'm a CNA in a nursing field. Do you know what these hoes talk about on the regular? Just today, this bitch gonna talk about she in a 10-year marriage, not relationship, marriage. Talking about, oh, I didn't even know I can make faces like that, wham. I told my nigga I'm finna pull a double, I'm really finna pull up on you.
Oof. I ain't even, but listen. All I gotta say is you know who you dating. Yeah, yo. And you know who you dating. And we can say we can't trust anybody, but what that husband doing? Yeah. He know he got a hoe. Yeah, he know. If she, and that's not me trying to change my tune, but he know you know your person now, and that's what I'm saying. You got to know the whole story. Got to know the whole story, cause hey, now is it right? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But before before men get in their feelings about, see, that's the shit I'm talking about right there. See, go somebody. Now, if he would have been on here saying, I'm in the nursing field, and these women be going home to their men, whatever, y'all wouldn't have said shit. Y'all would have said nothing. Y'all be like, that's not what I heard about them nursing. Confirmation bias, but that's it. Y'all hear something that soon the ear is right. If you go against it, you ain't gonna believe it. Y'all know what confirmation bias is. Just look up. Kevin saying Sarah wrong for nursing because it's either like the medical field. So he's not lying. I'm not saying he lying or telling the truth, but I do know them damn warehouses. Yeah, you better not have no spouse working over the warehouse. Was thought them warehouse parking lot be towed up. It be towed up. Weed and cars be shaking. I swear. Either way, let me move on.
You know, shit that changed my perspective that I started looking at in a woman that I never used to look at?
What?
How other women receive her. It's like an energy thing. It's like a chick you bring around, right? Super bad. Every nigga in the world thinks she bad, you feel me? But like, other women don't gravitate towards her. She don't really have nothing about her that's friendly or warming or anything in her spirit that make other women want to be around.
Always say that.
So you see her, she might tense up when another bitch come around. And the other bitch might not physically be as pretty as her, but she just more powerful than her.
Yeah.
So because of that, I started being more attracted to like the energy. I like the chick that could, you feel me, like make the room revolve around her. That shit is like,
or bring good energy in the room.
She'll elevate your life. For me, as I got older, it ain't about the physical attraction. It's like, how do people receive this woman? Like, how is she respected when she moves into a space? Don't matter how fine you is, don't matter how you did your makeup, that shit don't mean nothing. You know the shit that changed.
Not gonna say it don't mean nothing, right? I get the sentiment, whatever, but he does have a point. How, and I would add to, how do the women that you want your woman to be around, how do they receive her, right? Because, we always talk about that, oh, well, y'all probably don't say it, but like, chicken heads and all that. If all the party girls is all like, hey, well, hey, bitch, blah, blah, blah. Is that the energy that you want to bring all the time? Because we'll see things like this and then we complain when she's that person. You'll try to take a party girl and make her stay home. Or you get a stay at home girl, you want her to be outside. You know what you got when you got her. Now everybody has some kind of small changes, but open your eyes, pay attention, right? Stop thinking with your meat. A lot of times you just thinking with your meat, and she look good. That's where the makeup and the stuff come in, and you ain't peeping game. That's where I think this video really highlights if you do both at the same time. But a lot of times y'all got them horny goggles on to where she look good, got her titties out, whatever. She could be a good girl, bad girl, whatever. They got them titties and their ass out with some makeup. You ain't even paying attention. Like, you ain't peeping. The homegirls behind her really don't like her, right? She the one doing all the talking, but she getting ready to fall over, and the homegirl damn near bad up, right? They whispering to the other one, pointing at the one you like, but then they walk up. But then you walk up, you try to talk to the one that you like, and then now they defend her. They ain't really defending her, they just hating on her, right? Don't fuck with her for whatever reason. And so that's up to you to decipher what's going on at that moment. But yeah. Either way, it's an hour. I'm about to go ahead anything. Boy, I'm about to go. Yeah. I'm about to- You will not be able to reconnect. Your spin will stop. Thank you. That is fine. I holler at y'all. This was fun. I got to get some more of my points and stuff up, but this was fun.